At this level, there's no going back, there's no retreat. I think there's only one way out, and that is moving ahead to achieve it. Just read a code I wrote today when coming back. I was in the bus and I was like very lost because I've offended like so many people in my life. I've offended so many people, so many mistakes, so many errors that I regret today, and that at times still holds me back. I guess maybe you've done same maybe, and you're thinking about that regularly, and at times it prevents you from giving in your all. I think this quote may be helpful for you also. So it reads, sometimes you reach a point in your life. I just wrote this quote today, right? When I was just thinking off and I decided to write. When I feel like lost and have so many ideas coming, I just go down and start writing. So I read, it may make sense to you. Sometimes you reach a point in your life where almost nothing makes sense. You regret almost all your choices, your decisions. You feel overwhelmed. You want to give up everything and stay in your comfort zone because you tell yourself, damn, I messed up. That's what I told myself today. And then you hear that little voice saying, the best revenge is success. So you get back up to work, study, learn and grow, not because you want to succeed only, but because in that moment you're driven by the revenge of your own failure. I can repeat again. Sometimes you reach a point in your life where almost nothing makes sense. You regret almost all your choices, your decisions. You feel overwhelmed. You want to give up everything and I repeat again. Sometimes you reach a point in your life where almost nothing makes sense. You regret almost all your decisions, your choices. You feel overwhelmed. You want to give up everything and stay in your comfort zone because you tell yourself, damn, I messed up. And then you hear that little voice saying, the best revenge is success. I can even say massive success. So you get up to work, study, learn and grow, not because you want only to succeed, but because in that moment you are driven by the revenge of your own failures. It's like we all get to that point in that zone, like where you're kind of like thinking if you had an opportunity to change everything in your life, if you had an opportunity to leave back all the circumstances you've gone through in order to correct the mistakes you did in the past, in order to adjust so many things in your life, and you're kind of sitting down just looking at yourself, asking yourself like, oh dude, why do you do this? Why did you like took that decision of doing that thing? I'm just thinking about my own brief story. Like, there are so many people I offended in life, so many people, and I hope if they are watching this video, so many of them are going to like forgive me. There are so many times I gave like my opinion to people and I was even wrong, I failed. And there are so many times, but that's not even a side case because you can always be wrong of your own opinion, personal opinion, and that is right. If you feel yourself like giving your own opinion, that can be right. But trying to convince someone like to abide on your own wrong opinion, that is like problem. And so many times like I did not like respect my engagement vis-a-vis some people and so many other things that I will not like really like to go deep in it. And at times I just keep asking myself like, are these people going to forgive me one day? Although they tell me like, we've forgiven you, like that was just the past, that's just the past, let's keep moving on. But I still have that stuck in me. Like at times when I just feel lonely, when I'm sitting doing nothing, all the memories starts coming up. And I'm just thinking like, I was having a good relationship with all these people and so on. And why was it a must for me to do all these things? And At times I get a voice telling me that's just the past, but it keeps coming, it keeps coming, it keeps coming. Like, at times it's very hard to forgive. It's very, very hard to forget, pardon. It's very hard to just let go the past. I know it's always easy. We say that just let go the past and keep moving ahead. That's very easy to say, but when you're going through those moments, when you're going through that situation and you're having that feeling, if you are in the same circumstance, at least you know that it's not easy to just say let's let go and move on. But now I'm thinking about myself, asking about all these things, like even in my own personal relationship and so on, even in my own studies and my business and everything. So many things I never did right, and so many things went on wrongly. And I'm just asking myself, what else can I do on this in this present situation? What can I do? I can't go back to the past and adjust what was not correct, what was not done rightly. I can't like go back and erase all my past, because by the way, if I happen to erase all my past, I'm not going to be where I am today. What else can I do? And I was thinking about this because I'm having like an examination session coming, very full examination session, and it requires a lot of attention, and it requires me to be really present. And I have other so many interviews coming, so many things I have coming that will be working for my good. But if I keep staying in the past, that's not going to help me. And I just look at myself when coming back today, and I was just telling myself the best reward is just to succeed. I think at this level, the only way out is just for me to succeed in order and achieve all the things I'm trying to work on for. And that goes same to you. What are some of the things like you've done wrongly in your life, or some of the things that you regret? Some of the moments that if you were supposed to relive, you're not going to do the things the way you did in the past. Are there some of the things that you regret firmly, and that you know maybe you offended someone and the person has said, yeah, I've forgiven you and everything, that was just the past, but you're still staying in that past? What can you do about that? What are you just going to let life keep moving and living in that past, or are you going to just say to yourself, okay, let's let go the past and keep moving ahead? I know it's very easy to say, but rather than doing, when you're talking about this to someone, it's very easy to say, you just forget about the past. The past is the past. You can move on with your life and so on. You offended that person and so on. Yeah, that's true. It's very simple to say. But when you find yourself in that situation, when you're in that circumstances and things are just like very unclear to you, then you can really understand what I'm saying. But I think the best revenge is just to succeed. And at times, thinking about that even gives you like more reasons to keep moving ahead. Thinking about that, having in mind you don't have to succeed only because of your own personal profit or benefit, but you're also going to work hard because you want to prove to yourself, you want to prove to all these people that you were not a failure. You just had some bad moments. Things just did not move on well during some moments. Maybe you took money from someone and you were supposed to refund, but you never did that. You disappointed some people, you misused some things and so on. But thinking about all those things are not going to change the situation. The best revenge, I think, is just massive success. The best revenge is just to do the things differently and to achieve all the things that you're working in for, so that at least you have something to show. At least some people were going to say, yeah, I can see what you were going through. The best revenge is just to succeed. And if you're in that zone also, when no one believes in your dreams, no one even cares about what you're doing, no one cares about what you're going through, no one cares about how hard or difficult the situation may be for you, and you're even thinking about also abandoning, I think the best revenge you can have is just to succeed. The best revenge is just massive success. Just win. Just say to yourself, okay, let's go everything. Let's go everything, Stanley. Let's just forget about everything. That was the past. That was the past. I did not handle those things. I don't know what's your name. Just write your name even on the board. Write your name somewhere and just repeat that statement to yourself. Like, let's go. That was the past. Things did not move on the way I wanted. I will succeed in order to to revenge this moment. I will succeed in order to revenge those bad moments. I will succeed in order to prove to myself that I'm not a total failure. Just let go everything and just let that fire burn in you. Let that fire burn in you. Just keep moving by that anger. It's not as if you're trying like to beat everyone on the way or trying to hurt anyone because you want to succeed. No, but it's just that you're being clear to yourself and telling yourself that you messed up, and also being acknowledging to yourself that you messed up, things did not move on the way you thought, that you failed, you messed up. You can even write that up somewhere, you can read everywhere. I messed up. But after that, just say to yourself, that was that. That was that. And the best revenge is just massive success. I don't know about you, but I think it's still possible. We can still arrange things. We can still make things to work. We can still bring the ends together after we've acknowledged we messed up. It may be late for some circumstances, but I think there is still a way out. No matter what you're going through, no matter the errors you had in the past, it's still forgivable and it's still arrangeable. Just breathe in and say to yourself, the best revenge is massive success. And that's the mentality I'm going to have for my exams. That's the mentality I'm going to have so far for my business, for my projects, and so on. The best revenge is massive success. Even if you have nothing to eat, even if you have no one counting on you, even if you have no one believing in you, just say to yourself, the best revenge is massive success. Thank you for watching. Meet you in another video. I firmly believe in you. I know it's possible. Maybe no one does, but I know. Coming from where I come from, I know everything is possible. Don't let anyone tell you something is impossible. Try by doing it on your own, and you'll see. It was a pleasure. Love you. Take care. See you in the next video.